Hello and welcome. My name is Robin and you're watching a Robin Reads, where I read a lot of different books that you probably have never heard of. So today I'm going to do a discussion video. I haven't done these a lot, but I want to try and do them more. And this discussion video is going to be about buying books. Just something that I want to say in advance for this video. This is of course my opinion, so don't feel like offended or something. It's just a discussion. So I would love to hear your opinion on this topic and about other things as well, of course. So yeah, let's talk about buying books. So, as you know, I sort of decided that I was going to do like a book buying ban. There are people that do this. It actually sort of came to me naturally because I bought books in like secondhand shops, thrift stores. I was looking for the word, thrift stores. I bought my books there. And I have done that for years. I really liked buying books and just looking at them and just, yeah. It's another hobby, I think. So I really enjoy doing that. But then, yeah, some years ago, like 2 years ago, I think, I had probably like 500 books, and most of them, like 450, I didn't read. I hadn't read yet. And I was like, okay. I noticed that I was only reading my library books, and that kept me thinking. And like last year, I also got Storytel subscription, which is an audiobook service here in the Netherlands. And I was also reading those books, but I wasn't reading my own books. So a couple of months ago, I made the decision, well, I think it was last year, I made this challenge for myself to read all my own books or unhaul them. So I think I did like a challenge video for it. I can't remember, but I will link it if I did. Brain. But what I was doing was like I was looking at the books and then trying to decide if I want to read them. Because one thing that also happened was that my reading tastes, which I made a video on as well, my reading tastes really evolved through the years. For example, when I was like around 18, 17, 18, I read a lot of Dutch literature because I needed to do that for school, but I also really enjoyed those books, so I did that. But now I don't really like those anymore. Same with like classics and stuff like that. So my reading taste really evolved. So I had a lot of like literature or just normal fiction books on my shelves that I had bought over the years. So I basically unhauled like all of the books that I hadn't read yet. Almost all of them. I did keep like a couple of them, tried them out. Some I DNF'd, some I did read, but that was a very, very small amount. And then like last month, yeah, I read the last book on my own TBR, which was Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. And now I don't own any books on my shelf that I haven't read yet. And now talking about buying books, I really feel it brought me something. I really didn't like having these owned books and didn't read them because it felt like pressure. Like I have these owned books, I bought them, so I need to read them, but I didn't really want to read them because it were books that weren't in my reading taste area. And for me, it's very difficult to look at the book and see if I would like it, because my reading tastes are very specific, but also very much tuned into certain books. So one book I could totally love with the same concept and probably same writing style, and another book I would totally hate with the same concept and writing style. So that's pretty difficult to then go to like a thrift store and see a book and then read about it and like yeah, that sounds pretty fun, so I will buy it and then probably never read it, but that's just difficult. So I decided to stop buying books. The only thing that I am going to be buying are books that I have loved in the past and want to reread. So as you can see on my shelves, these are all books that I have read and loved, or that I have a certain memory of, or books that I want my children to read, my future children. So those are the only books that are on my shelves, and the only books that I still have to read are the Wheel of Times books over there. And yeah, I see a lot of people buying a lot of books and just getting a lot of books by publishers and stuff like that and just not reading them, which I understand because it's like a lot of books. Some are like buying like 50 books a month, and then you can't read 50 books a month, I think. Well, a lot of people read around like 10 to 20 books, I think, a month. Most booktubers, I think. So 50 is not a number that you are going to achieve. So yeah, I think it's just this culture that we have in Western countries that buying things is a thing. So I highly recommend you not doing that, or you know, if you like it, of course do it, but I feel like people are just stressed out about their TBRs, and I don't think that's the point of like reading. I think reading should be fun, and you don't have to feel guilty of like having a large TBR, but I think it's, yeah, I felt very pressured about it. So yeah, those are my opinions on buying books, and as I said, in the future I will be buying some books, but probably not a lot. Probably, yeah, maybe once a month, but I don't think so. Also, I really like that my bookshelf is now just this size, and it's full, so I don't have a lot of room to buy anything else. But yeah, that's my thoughts on buying books. Again, let me know down below your thoughts on this, how you buy books. I think it's really different from reading books because it's a really different hobby. So yeah, just let me know how you do this. And yeah, I really hope you like this video, so please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.